Welcome back to Build Your Legacy. Today we continue along with our coaches series, the coaches interviews. Selection Sunday is in about 2.5, 3 weeks. So we're going to continue these until we knock out every head coach. We want to get to know everybody in our community, everybody in our league. Today I have a co-commissioner here, Zach McDowell, to kind of give his vision and what he wants his legacy to be in the league. So Zach, moving over to college football, obviously from Madden, what are some things you look for in a team and why you want to choose a certain team? What do you look for?
So I'm looking to either be in a prestigious conference or like a state that has a good pipeline for recruiting, like a state like Texas, Alabama, Georgia. I've been looking at a few teams that are near those states, or looking at a North Carolina. Obviously, North Carolina fan, wanting to go there. So I've been looking at that. I want a very fast team. I want a very up-paced offense. I'm looking at running the Army offense, the triple option.
Okay.
So expect a lot of running from me.
Okay, and I do have a question. So obviously we see the North Carolina zipper or pullover hoodie. Is that a team that I wouldn't say they're considered a top program, but they're obviously not a bottom program. So is that a team that you're striving to get to? I know we have Darian J, another coach in here, who's a big time North Carolina fan. So is North Carolina a team that you're looking to get to kind of stay at?
I would say at some point, yes, but I wouldn't say that's my end goal, because if we're all being honest here, North Carolina and the top football program, but it may be fun. Maybe in the future, I think about it. It may be fun to bring them up to the top. We'll see when that offer comes.
Is there a dream school that you want to get to, that you want to settle down at, or is it just kind of seeing where the coaching career takes you?
Obviously, top schools, I would think like Oregon, maybe Oregon, Texas, um, those schools like that. But for me, honestly, just see where it goes, see what I want. I'm not a very big. I'm just getting into college football. Been a big NFL guy, so just learning my way through the ropes as we go.
Okay, and what are some of your short-term and long-term goals as you begin your coaching career in BYO?
Short term goals, I'm definitely gonna show everyone that I'm gonna be a force to be reckoned with, and not to take me lightly. I'm gonna go heavily into recruiting and getting the players that I need on my roster and all that.
No, for sure. Without giving too much away, are there specific teams like on the lower spectrum that we're trying to build from that you're looking at? Obviously, you have a top. I think you have the 10th pick, so I don't want you to give away any picks. Somebody that might be ahead of you. But is there certain teams in certain areas that you're trying to look for, or is there a certain team that you really want?
So I would say there's a few teams in Texas that I'm looking at. Um, there's a couple teams in the in the North Carolina, Virginia area that I'm looking at, and then there's a team in Arkansas that I'm looking at. Other than that, I ain't really gonna give too much out. I don't
Okay.
want no one taking my job.
No, I got you. And then we talked a little bit about the Army offense with the triple option. Do you feel like you pride yourself in offense or defense, and what do you think is going to win you football games?
I would say I pride myself on offense. Obviously, a lot of people say defense wins championships, but me, in my mind, I just off scoring points wins you games. Obviously, so I mean, you're gonna want a heavy, fast-paced offense with triple option. So I'm gonna expect a lot of stamina from my players.
Okay, and my second to last question here. Again, I asked this question to Head Commissioner Brandon, and this is kind of a weird question, and I'm probably going to get different answers from everyone because you don't know until you're in that situation. But when you are in a situation where things may not be going your way, and you could be in a situation where you could be getting, fired from a school or something like that, how do you feel like you're going to respond to the adversity of kind of hitting a roadblock for the first time in your coaching career?
So for me, you're just gonna. It's not really. It's a hard question to answer until you're in that situation. But I would say that if I would just have to roll with the punches and keep building on. It's not going to be easy being a coach in the BYL. So I mean, you're gonna have to tough it out.
Definitely. There's going to be some good talent in here. Obviously, a lot of unproven guys, a lot of guys we moved over with us from Madden. But kind of talking about Madden and talking about college. Lastly, to round out your coach's interview, when it's all said and done, what would you want your legacy and for everybody in the BYO to know Coach Zach McDowell as at the end? And when it's all said and done, what do you want to be known for?
I know a lot of people are going to say they're going to want to be known as the GOAT and stuff like that, but that's obviously everyone's goal. Don't join the league if you're not looking to be the best, because if you're not going to do that, you probably don't belong in here, because we plan on having a lot of high competition. So I would say that I would like to compete very much and prove myself as a worthy opponent and coach on the other side of the sideline.
Most definitely. Well, we appreciate you for stopping by, giving us your insight.
No problem.
Kind of previewing your coaching career, I guess I'd say. We're going to be looking back forward to seeing you when you pick your team on Selection Sunday, man.
And expect a lot of Gatorade bass over here.